Hey sister, how's it going? Thank you for the heart me. How's everybody doing today? Hi. Oh, that's great. Tell your cousin congratulations. Ahamkara, now you know that your mom is sleeping. Keep it down. My daughter had her graduation 2 days ago. She graduated the 5th grade. Yes, I am. Usually I do that on my primary account, but unfortunately, that's still under review from 2 days ago. So, here I am in this one. Hi, my beautiful neighbor. I'm glad you found me today. So, it's unfortunate. It now says that it's under review, whereas yesterday, just before I went to bed, it was still saying in the appealing process. So now it's actually being looked at. That's fantastic, Andy. How are you as far as your nerves go? I mean, I know you got a couple weeks still. So I got a surprise in the mail. I'll wait a little bit longer. Let me put on my moisturizer and stuff like that. Who's got 5K? Who told you I run 5K? No, I said that I walk 5 to 6 miles. That's not running. Now, once a month I run 2 miles, but that's not 5K. Oh, I'm sure they did. That's okay. Krista, good morning. As I'm sure if you've seen my I'm sure if you see my story on my other page, it's just now saying it's under review. Whereas before it said that I was starting the appealing process. Or that I appealed it. So I'm assuming that their idea of 24 hours is just giving you acknowledgement in 24 hours, which they still even missed that deadline. A lot of it is because they need to work on their algorithm better. They need to put more power back in the hands of the hosts and the moderators, and not immediate face value off of somebody's minuscule report. Another thing that they need to start doing is keep track of individual accounts and how many times that account has been reported for that thing, and how many times that thing has been credible. Well, it currently being overmodded, when they realize that's the case, then they need to actually go through and fix when people are being punished. Because as it sits now, that other page is sitting at, I think, 2 strikes, and each one of those strikes were made feloniously. Not just by my standards, but TikTok's own standards, when they say that there was actually no harm, and there was no harm intended, there was nothing detected, there was nothing. You know what I mean? I was literally wearing as much clothes as I'm wearing right now when they made the statements that they made. And then when you actually, whatever, I've got some content coming out talking about those independent things and how they could probably fix it if they actually cared about their content creators on here. But that's the thing, is they don't care as long as they're making money. That is exactly why America wanted to buy TikTok, was because they got tired of an overseas company making money where they could dip their hand in the pocket. So anyways, I do have some more makeup that I purchased. And it's not Arise or Drake. And I'm going to be using out of this palette today. Not much, how are you? I'm sure he does, to whatever equivalent you're preferring to. But this is the palette that I'm going to be messing with today. There's no need to apologize. What movie are you watching? Andy, what movie you watching? So on the day that my daughter was supposed to have her eye surgery, instead of us doing, well, because she didn't end up getting her eye surgery done, she had an ear infection, so even after we called the hospital 3 times, and they told us each time that, oh yeah, it's fine, she's been on antibiotics for 24 hours, the surgery's fine, they'll do it, so on and so forth. It's not really up to the hospital to make that call. That's the individual surgeons to make that call. Her surgeon was not okay with it. So ultimately we sat there for 3 hours for no reason. Just for her surgeon to come in and be like, hey, you know, I see she's on antibiotics. She's been on antibiotics for 24 hours. That is great. I'm still not comfortable doing the procedure. So they sent us home. Which my daughter was bummed out. She wanted to get it done now. Because let's see here. The time that it was scheduled, she was able to graduate. We took her right from school to the hospital, so that way they could perform the procedure. So the only thing she missed out on was a couple of games that day, before they released everybody. So it wasn't a great loss. So the only official day that she would have been missing out on would have been yesterday. Because her school doesn't have school on Monday. So that would have given her essentially 4.5 days to heal. Because the procedure was scheduled for 12:30. It was supposed to be like an hour and a half procedure at max. So it would have been a good lengthy period of healing, because all she was doing was an eyelid lift. And that way it wouldn't have disturbed her summer. Unfortunately, we're still waiting for them to call and let us know when they can get her in. But we're looking at the middle of summer break for her. Which she's kind of bummed out about. It's not just the procedure, and it's not just it's a couple days downtime, but like that restricts her access to water for like 3 weeks solid, which is a bummer. My kid's essentially a fish. So it's one of those things that she was really looking forward to getting it done with and over with. Hey, kiddo, I thought you said you had work today. Hey, Angela. I do. Would you like to come over and help me? Thank you for the heart, me. Don't be offering and keeping me in the dark. That's not nice. You know, it's not very often that people offer to help me. Hey, kiddo, good morning. Thought you had work today. I mean, I do too. You know, there's always those those itches you can't quite scratch. That's because the only person in here that I'm referring to, kiddo, is Angel. More than likely, she's just in here supporting her parent while she is at work, and I'm probably on quiet behind everybody. That way she can engage with people at her work like she's supposed to be doing. Yeah, I've only had 2 biological children in my life, and then I've had those that have decided that they want me to be their parent. Not sure how you find that weird. Yeah, I figured that was the case. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to hear from you at all today because I know you said it was going to be busy for you. But I'm sure listening to me is a lot better than hearing random people clamoring around at work. Okay, so we'll take that color. That was the burgundy number 4 right here, by the way. It looks more like a pink on the palette, but... Mm-hmm. Interesting. It's definitely nice mixing it in with an alt account, though. Less traffic. Granted, I do like the separation in between the two accounts, but... I think I want to go with this witch. See what this looks like on the eyes. I should have swapped these independently so I could see what they look like on my skin, but we're just going with it. Very starry vibe, Starry Night vibe. Nice. And I did get this off of the TikTok shop. Thank you all for the 1K taps. Appreciate you. We're going to taper this down to a silvery white. If I can get it to set. That's how it's been in Michigan. It's been raining on and off consistently. Bare minimum mist rain. Sometimes down a little bit harder than that. At least in the 517 area anyways. Okay, so this is a very subtle silver. Good morning. Ants in Michigan are really bad this year. Yeah, I know, kiddo. That's alright. Unfortunately, it's the ignorance of some people. Hey, Chica. How are you doing this morning, Ashley Day? Got a new palette that I'm playing with today. Good. I'm glad you're good. Didn't you have your consultation, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I'm excited to see how well this white works. Because it's so hard to find a decent white for a makeup palette. But it's called Bone. I do like how throughout this palette there's little skulls scattered on it. hey now, I can deal with that. Thank you for the finger hearts. Yeah, I lost 2 nails on this side, and I lost a nail on this side. It's strange. It's almost like I utilize those fingers a lot. A minute. Hand moisturizer. You're fine, Levy. I'm good. I'm doing really good today. How about you? Was it 2 days ago that you had your eval, or was it yesterday that you had your eval? That's better. That's what it was. Couldn't remember if it was an eval or pre-op. See, I was thinking about you though. I ended up switching my miles because I ran out of time on the day my daughter was supposed to have surgery, which they ended up canceling. 11 days till the day. Congrats. You're gonna do great. It'll go smoothly. Okay? It'll go good. Oh, of course, Levy. Sorry about that. Yep. Yeah, that's how that's how 2 days ago was for me. I mean, I'm used to waking up as early as 5 o'clock. It hits a little different when you wake up at 5 o'clock to immediately get your daughter fed and ready, because that's the last meal that she can have is at, 4 o'clock is when I woke up. I made her food so that way she could start eating at 4:30, because the last time she was allowed to eat was 5 a.m. After that, made sure she took her meds, which, by the way, med check, med reminder, make sure everybody takes their meds this morning. No forgetting. I immediately hopped on the treadmill because I wanted to, technically Thursdays are my 6-mile walk. So I had to crunch in the time somewhere, because not only that, my daughter also had her graduation on that day. All to end in, after we sat in the back room for 3 hours, for them to turn around and be like, well, she has an ear infection and she's on antibiotics. I don't feel comfortable operating. Thanks. Could have told us a long time ago. But unfortunately, come to find out, it's like she said, well, nobody ever left, one, notes on your account. Otherwise, I would have called you way before you even drove all the way out here. It's not way out of our way. It's a 45-minute drive. We're about 45 minutes from Ann Arbor. That's where the procedure was at. Not to the end of the world. It's really not. It's more of an inconvenience than anything. And it bums my daughter out for this summer. Interesting. They have this shade that's called Demon. Might have to use that on my under eye. Okay. I'm missing the... There it is. This illusion, I'm not really here, I'm an illusion. In the sea that just flew, I don't need gravity, I just need grow. This is Passion by Arise Cosmetics. Thank you for the heart me. Hey, Cat Brat. How are you, lovey? I have actually been meaning to message you about the one thing. I hope it went okay. Been thinking about you. I'm sorry, lovey. Nobody should have to go through what you did. Is it still ongoing, or like how many? When did they schedule it for next if it's still ongoing? Lovey, I'm so sorry. They need to get better at these things, because it's like going through it all over again. Did you mention that? Do they have cameras? Is there a way to pull that up to show that? Like I said, keep calm, level head, let him make a fool of himself. That'll help. Nothing. I have had the same conversations with many women. It doesn't do anything. Because all it does at the most is hold them accountable after the harm's already been done. Yeah, it doesn't prevent anything. Anybody that tells you otherwise is a damn fool. Or has never actually been in the situation. I don't really know the backstory on that, but if the shoe fits, exactly, Krista. What are we talking about? I'm pretty sure nobody in here called you a bigot. Unless you're referring to one of my videos, and probably I did call somebody a bigot. Because I'm allowed to. It's my own damn content. Whose? I swear, I don't understand why people can't just talk. Why you gotta talk in riddles? Are we finding Waldo next? Or Jesus? If you lost him again, I don't even know what to tell you. Okay, then join them? Yeah. You know, it's hard to tell people just to shove off. Well, I wasn't really expecting to spit out a look this early, but apparently got about as far as I wanted to. So, Krista, you've been in, like, not all of my lives, but a lot of my lives. I had somebody in my DMs trying to argue with me and claiming that I put some kind of whiteout or something on my face. My skin isn't naturally this color. I'm like, no, I'm just pale. I don't really know why it was an arguing point, but apparently it was, because, you know, I just, from head to toe, you know, I cover my entire body in this pale tone. I thought that was comical. I know, right? I know, right? Next thing you know, Casper's gonna show up and start demanding that I stop. But that's okay. People are gonna be people. Yeah, I either look like this or I look like I look probably 12 shades of red. And then it usually takes me maybe a week. I don't hold tan. This is just what you get. It's either this or burnt. Thank you, Levy. That's great. I need a job. Where are they at? Need to be hired. Wish a circus would hire me. It's essentially free money just sitting there. But yeah, I think this is about where I'm gonna go with it. I mean, could always add more, but that's the thing, is I transitioned and I found both of those things. That's why I finally stopped being fake and started being who I needed to be. To be happy. I didn't do it for nobody else. Because if you're going to do something, do it for you. Don't get me wrong. I like doing things for people. I like going out of my way and helping people. But also it's important to do things for yourself. You know, a lot of people get the two things mixed up. I did this for me so I could be happy. I tried to do the whole fitting in thing. To conform to what other people expected out of me, wanted out of me, demanded out of me. And I was absolutely miserable. I would gladly, at any point in time in the day, put up with any and everybody that doesn't understand me. Than to be who I used to be. Don't get me wrong. Transitioning, just like anything else, I did it for me. I am a lot happier than I used to be. Now, does that mean every day is sunshine and rainbows? Absolutely not. I never claimed that. But it's allowed me to be comfortable in my own skin. It's allowed me to be happier than I've ever been in my life. Spent 32 years not being happy. Not being happy with myself. Faking my way through life. Finally, I don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to like me. I could care less if you like me or not. But I deserve to be happy, and I am happy. You can't just open halfway into a book and assume you know what happened in the pages prior. Or take a glimpse at that one page and automatically know where the story's going to end. I want each and every one of you to have a fantastic day. Instead of making somebody's day miserable, go out of your way to try to make somebody smile. I know I normally run these for 2 hours, but I do have quite a bit of things to do today. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. Be the positive person that the world needs today, not the positive person that it needs tomorrow. And let your light shine. Bye.